I discussed with His Excellency the President about a couple of things. First, of course, is agriculture, to see what we can do to support the government with regard to the Mr. President's vision in agriculture. We discussed about special agro-industrial processing zones, for which we already have about $520 million for Nigeria, and how we are going to make sure that that project actually gets accelerated to give quick wins to the President. The other one that we talked about is the power sector. How we will bring support to support his efforts and his vision and that of his government with regard to how to improve the access. The President wants to make sure that there's access to electricity in Nigeria, and therefore he talked to us about how we can support him in that, and I gave him the assurance that we will support significantly the power sector in Nigeria. I discussed with the President also with regard to the industrial sector in Nigeria. I was impressed with his vision in terms of trying to grow industrial sector in Nigeria and to also have an export-oriented industrial manufacturing stance, which is very important for growing the forex for Nigeria. As I said to the President, we have to grow the forex for Nigeria, as opposed to just distributing small amount of forex that is available, have a more expansive view. The Excellency has that expansive view, and I was quite impressed. And finally, we discussed about the youth. I've heard him speak quite a lot about young people, his heart for young people, and what he wants to do to support them. And he asked for our support with regard to what we can do for Nigeria on that. And I explained to the President that we will support with the establishment of youth entrepreneurship investment banks in Nigeria. These are going to be new financial institutions that will support the access to financing at scale, both whether it is in terms of debt or equity financing for businesses of young people in Nigeria. He has a desire to grow the wealth for young people, which is actually very good. And just to close, I had the opportunity just to commend him for what he said and the positions he took here at the summit on two critical issues. One of that has to do with the importance of using Nigeria's gas to manufacture fertilizers. And I think his position was supported by the Chancellor of Chancellor Scholz of Germany on the need for using natural gas. You can use that for also producing fertilizers, in which we need to raise productivity, which is very, very important.